happy marriage is made up of two people that say, I just wish you could see you like I see you. And so
Oh,
with that in mind, if that's what helps couples, draws them together, then how do you do that? And one of the tools that I give couples, I call it the Philippians 4:8, mindset. Like, what would
okay.
happen if you just had a piece of paper or you typed it on your computer and you said, what's true about my spouse? What's noble? What's right? What's lovely? What is worthy of praise? And the thing I love about Philippians 4:8 is it starts with truth. So it makes this not rose-colored glasses. It
Yeah.
makes this not dangerous for someone who's being abused, right?
Mhm.
Because the truth is, if someone's being abused emotionally or physically, the truth is that's not okay. That has to stop, and that could be a deal killer, right? But for most
Yes.
people, it's not that extreme. And so use what is true. And so you can list the things about your spouse that maybe kind of bug you a little bit, but you could also list the things that are true about them, that how faithful they've been to you, or how faithful they are at work, or how kind they've been. Okay, then it's next is what's noble. And so you just keep going down the line. And I love how Paul ends this. He goes, if there's anything
Yeah.
excellent or worthy of praise. Because I think when couples, especially if they're fighting, they can't see anything good. I, you say, well,
True.
tell me one thing good. I can't see anything. And sometimes I have to back them up and say, okay, then why did you fall in love in the first place?
Mm.
And then they start thinking about that. But then they start looking. I'll say, just, okay, you don't see anything right now. Just start looking. Like, I always say, have they wiped something or somebody? Give them credit for that, right? It's you're watching. You start to watching and you start saying, I'm going to see the best.
Yeah.
And in these moments where we're really, really frustrated and we're really angry, you say, okay, I'm going to see the best and then I'm going to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
How was that?
Gary Smalley, the late great Gary Smalley, right? He taught us so much, didn't he?
He did.
But he talked
He's
about
so good.
having a he had a book with Norm, his wife Norma,
Yeah.
and he would just list the things he loved about her. And he'd say, when I have a tough conversation, I read this before I have the conversation. So it just sets you up in a way to have a conversation that says, they love me more than being right. They love me
Yeah.
more than our budget working. And so that's one of them. See the best. It's been one of the ones that I really push, and it just resets. It's you thinking about your spouse in the way that you think they should be thinking about you, right? With all the
Right.
grace and with all the
Yes.
space.